We're a few weeks off Halloween, so it's not so likely to be a fancy dress party or student prank gone wrong. Okay, leave her with me. I'll let you know what I find. Leo walked away, consigning the dead to the forensic experts. His scene of crime team were already organising a search of the approaches to the White Horse, with particular care being taken around the car park and footpath that led there. The victim wasn't wearing shoes, and her feet showed no sign of dirt or abrasion, which meant she didn't walk here like that. She either hiked in, changed, and her belongings were hidden or removed, or she came by car, dead or alive, and was carried. Leo hoped the forensics would be able to tell him. D.S. Wong, a young high flyer in CID, was interviewing the couple who found her. Leo had asked Yu Yan to do so rather than his other sergeant, Harry Boston, as Harry had already described them as fucking tree huggers on the strength of the crystals dangling from the driver's mirror. Leo suspected that the unlucky pair had come up here for a spiritual dawn vigil, only to find a very different experience awaited them. From the snatches he overheard, Yu Yan had the interview well under control, so he circled the car park. Their camper van was the only vehicle apart from those belonging to the police and the National Trust warden. Powder blue, it had seen better days, rust eating its way up the wheel arches. Peering through the windows, he could see piles of blankets, sleeping bags, clothes. A reason and a warrant to search it would be welcome, but so far the team was taking the witnesses at face value. Harry busied himself logging the contents of the waste bin into evidence. It would be sorted out in the lab. "Do we have to do the dog bin too?" he asked, nose wrinkling in disgust. Harry Boston had the bearing and stature of a heavyweight boxer just going to seed, but it was wise not to forget he knew how to deliver a punch. Harry was no fan of Leo's promotion above him in rank, protesting that Leo had not served as many years on the streets. "That's correct, Harry. Bag it all up. There's no sign of a weapon or her belongings, so we have to be certain they weren't hidden somewhere here." Harry knew this. He was just pushing at Leo, chipping away at his authority. "Any word on her identity?" he asked, waving on the constable who had the unenvied task of bagging up the dog waste. "I've asked missing persons to run her, but no luck yet. We'll have more chance of finding out who she is when her description goes out on the morning news." "Yeah, she looks too well groomed to be long-term homeless. Someone is going to notice she's not where she should be." Harry got out a cigarette, saw Leo's look, and put it away again. "The National Trust wants a word." He indicated a man wearing a green fleece with the Trust's logo standing miserably by his jeep. The National Trust managed public access to the site, which included the chalk figure of the White Horse and the nearby Iron Age hill fort called Uffington Castle. The warden's face was grey and craggy, his hair and beard white. He looked like a biblical patriarch brought unwillingly to modern times. "Thanks." As Leo walked away, the cigarette came out again. Leo had long since decided to pick his battles with Harry. This wasn't one of them. "Mr. Chamberlain?" "Hello. I'm Inspector George, Thames Valley. I'm the senior officer in charge of this investigation." The warden shook hands. He had the calloused grip of a gardener who digs the soil, one of Leo's off-duty tribe. "Bad business, this." His voice rang deep and resonant, the kind used to introduce trailers of epic films. "I spend my life chasing off vandals, advertisers and druids who all want to use this site for their own ends, but this is worse than anything I've seen." He rubbed a hand over his face. "Desecration. That's what it is." If murder wasn't so wretched, Leo would have enjoyed hearing this modern-day Moses say words like desecration. "You think the site is holy in some way?" He looked uncomfortable with the question. "Not sure I'd go that far, Inspector, but sacred to our island story. It's the first great artwork we know of in England." Leo turned to look back up the hill. "I hadn't thought of it like that." "It would have had some practical purpose. A sign to warn off outside.